Good morning, children. This is Raj, Gajedru Pillai, Kana Kingdom. Today we are going to learn about general knowledge. Topic: our feathered friends. What do you understand by our feathered friends? Who has feathers? Birds have feathers. So we will be learning about feathered friends, about birds. Be ready with your notebook and pencils. So, what all we are going to learn today in English grammar? We will be learning about what are birds, what are types of birds, how do you identify a bird, which is the biggest bird, which birds do not fly, you need to identify, exercise to do in the last. Right? Be ready to learn more about birds. You can see what is our national bird. If you talk about bird, our national bird is in the first page, where we need to know what is our national bird. So our national bird is peacock. You can see the image in front, you must have seen it. Now look at the image and memorize that our national bird is peacock. Now let's go and see what are birds now. So put it in your mind that national bird is peacock. First of all, when you talk about bird, the national bird is to be memorized and to be known. The name at least in the starting. Right? Now let's go to look at what are birds. Now let's look on what is birds. Birds are warm-blooded vertebrates. What are vertebrates? Vertebrates are the identification to the spinal cord or the backbone. It is a large group where you identify it through its backbone. Right? From the backbone you can identify mammals, birds, reptiles. All these things are vertebrates. You actually classify it according to their backbone. Right? So now birds are warm-blooded vertebrates. A body covered with feathers. What are the birds? The bird's body is totally covered with feathers. Forelimb is modified into wings. The forelimbs which you call, it is modified into wings. A beak with no teeth. A beak with no teeth, laying hard shelled eggs. What are birds? Birds are the warm-blooded vertebrates. A body covered with feathers, forelimbs modified into wings, a beak with no teeth, laying hard shell eggs for the reproduction. Right? When you talk about a bird, you have to memorize that warm-blooded vertebrates, its body is covered with feathers, forelimb modified into wing, a beak with no teeth, laying hard shelled eggs. Right? Write this down so that we can look more about birds. So now we have seen about birds. They are warm-blooded vertebrates. Right? Now let's see. Their limbs are converted into wings. Right? They have a different capacity. Now let's know that birds have different colors. Birds are colorful. For example, you can see two of the birds here, Indian cursor and red abbot. Red abbot. So Indian cursor, how they are known? Cursorius coromandelius. Cursorius coromandelius. Red abbot. When you call about red abbot, amandava. Right? So it has an identification of its own. They have a specific name, they have their specific identification, right? So now write this about birds. Birds are colorful. You have seen two examples of it. Please write this down and memorize it as well. So now let's look on types of feathered friends. Let's look on types of birds. Birds are the feathered friends. What are the types of birds? Let's know about the types of birds. There are four main birds type for the self-assessment test. When you take an assessment of all these birds, the total assessment about their unique features, you will come to know there are four main birds type. Dove, that's pigeon, Pigeon, Dove, dove. They are peaceful and friendly. Pigeons are supposed to be peaceful and friendly. Owl, when you talk about owl is a type of bird. It's very wise and logical. When you talk about logical, it hunts in the night. It comes out for food and again it goes back. Whenever it does something, it's very logical and very wise. It comes for a hunt. If it is sure, then only it will hunt. If it is hungry, then only it will hunt. That's what the logic is, wise and logic. To talk about peacock, showy and optimistic. Showy means what? It shows its present tense. It shows its presentation whenever it's needed. Right? It shows its presentation. Whenever it's rain, whenever there are clouds, it shows that I am peacock. Optimistic, it's not worried about tomorrow, it makes its own. It's optimistic. It not fears about tomorrow or the next. It's very optimistic. When you talk about optimistic, it doesn't fears about the tomorrow. It's very much clear about what it's supposed to do. Optimistic. Eagle, bold and decisive. Bold means it's very much bold, courageous. It confronts the things which she wants to hunt. It's very bold and decisive as a good decision maker. It's very decisive. It has to hunt means it will hunt. It's very much decisive. That's what is called as decisive. So now you have looked into four types of main birds. The four types of main birds are peaceful and friendly, wise and logical, showy and optimistic, bold and decisive. And talk about eagles, they are the dangerous hunters. Right from the top, it doesn't move his wing also, directly pounces on the things which she wants to hunt or he wants to hunt. It directly lands to the floor, the grass, or maybe any of the parapet. When it sees something, it's very much decisive. It comes directly without even flapping the wings. Directly she comes and with her claws she directly catch hold of his prey and takes it away, it flies away. Right? Please write this down. Feather. Now you can see in this pic, there are many types of birds. The regular birds which you can always see in India especially, we call it in different names, right? You can see just for your observation that these are the birds. You can see the birds, you'll see the names also. Sparrow, myna, this is one type of crane. Pigeon, this is again a crane. It's kingfisher. That's bee catcher. That's a type of a sparrow, the small sparrow. Right? You can see this. This is a regular scene. This is just for your viewing. Just look at it so that you can see the birds are found in different shapes and sizes, just for your observation. Just have a look on it, right? It's only for your observation. You have to just write down in the notebook that birds are found in different sizes and shapes, right? So let's go ahead. Diversity of birds. What is diversity? Diversity means something different, something unique, something different, diverse. So diverse of the entire group, it's something different. There are about 9,000 species of birds found all over the world of them. How many species? 9,000 species of birds found all over the world in large numbers. 1,300 plus species found in South Asia. Our continent is Asia, South Asia. We're talking about South Asia. We have 1,300 plus species found in South Asia. 1,200 plus found in India. India has a moderate climate. It has good sweet water. The climate is moderate, so all of the birds, all animals can stay here and survive in the climate of India. So maximum of it migrates to India and stays here, because what do bird needs? Bird needs something to eat and something to drink, and to stay they need some trees where they can make their nest. And this is very much possible in India, because in India we have lots of trees, we have lots of water, there are many rivers, and even you can see the local people are keeping the water on the top of their terrace, in the top of the house. They put that pots, the earthen pots for drinking water of the birds. In India, people take care of birds. So there are lots of birds who try to come to India because it has a moderate climate, right? They actually migrate from one place to another, and the entire flock comes to India. So now write this down. We are talking about spotted owlet. Spotted owlet. When you talk about owl, owl hunts in the night. It has a unique thing. It is very much wise. When you talk about brains, owl is very wise and logical. Just now we have read about this thing, right? So now you can see the pic of the owl. Now please write this down about diversity of birds, right? See which is the biggest bird. Which is the biggest bird? The largest and the strongest living bird in North African ostrich, Struthia camelis. Struthia camelis. What is this? This is the name of North African ostrich. In the photograph you can see there is a huge thing standing there with two legs. It has wings, it has a long neck. What is it? It's ostrich. Normally it doesn't fly, right? It has wings. It can run the fastest, but it cannot fly, as usually the birds do. Which is the largest bird? The largest and strongest living bird is North African ostrich, Struthia camelis. Males can be up to 9 feet tall. 9 feet. You understand? 9 feet. Usually the people are 5.67, maximum 6. You talk about 9 feet. 9 feet is very tall. 9 feet is a very tall one. 9 feet and weigh 345 pounds. and when fully grown, they have one of the most advanced immune systems of any animal. It has to fight against dust, it has to survive in the climate, in the adverse climate, it has to drink the stale waters. So it has lots of immune system, advanced immune system in it. Ostrich has the advanced immune system. What is the immune system? Immune system is that which fights against any disease, any contagious disease, or like the common disease which is spread in the forest. When you drink stale things, when you eat stale things in the forest, it's not like fresh food you get. Fresh food you won't get all the times. So you have to consume the kept overs for more than 2 days or maybe 3 days, 4 days. So you need a strong immune system so that you survive in such a position, right? So they have one of the most advanced immune systems so that nothing comes to them and nothing affects them. That's why they dwell in open, right? They have a strong immune systems which is very advanced. Please write this down. Now in this pic you can see these birds can't fly. What are these birds? In the right you can see something is flying high in the sky, but this is ostrich, which cannot fly due to its weight and its structure. It cannot fly. It is more than 345 pounds and its height is 9 feet. When you talk about 8 to 9 feet and you are so much of weight, you cannot fly. So the ostrich doesn't fly, it runs. Ostrich is a bird which cannot fly. You can see the penguins. Penguins also has birds. Penguins also has wings. Penguins also are birds and they have wings, but they also cannot fly. Right? So write this down that there are two things: ostrich and penguins. Penguins, penguins. Ostrich, ostrich, ostrich. penguin, penguin. Ostrich, ostrich, ostrich. Please write this down. Ostrich and penguins cannot fly. So you need to know. Write this down. For knowing about the birds better, what I would tell you personally is start bird watching. What all you need for that? Do a preparation. Write it down. In the left column, please write this down. Get a bird book. Birds of India. There is a book called Birds of India. Purchase one book. Purchase binoculars. One field notebook. Pen or pencil. Anything can go. You need to have a field notebook, a binoculars through which you can see the birds, bird book, which gives you information about the normal birds. What all the birds which you can see around. You need to know about this. Then you need to look at the binoculars and start watching about birds so that you can know more about birds. What all things you need? Bird book, Bird of India, binoculars, field notebook. Field means wherever you go under a tree or something, there you need to write it down. The activities of the birds, which color, what color, how it looks. So you need to know about birds which you can come and refer in your book called Birds of India. So that you come to know this is the same bird according to this definition, according to the features about features and colors, you will come to know. Please write this down and try to get one set so that you can start watching birds. Please write this down. Here we talk about identification of birds. First you can see black drongo. You can identify it easily. The color is black. It's called as black drongo. Red avidavet. When you talk about red avidavet, it's red in color. It's also easy because when you look at it, you can come to know that this is red avidavet. Red avidavet. I need to write the spelling of this. Green bee eater. When you talk about green bee eater, it has a special type of beak, green color. It has green color, so its name itself is green bee eater. What are bees? Bees are the things which makes honey for us, right? Bees. It's very dangerous. So what does this bird does? This bird goes and eats that bees. Wherever it is, it tries to find it out and eat it. Right? So write this down. These are the things which can be identified by the name. Black drongo, red avidavet, green bee catcher. So these identifications are itself with the names. Please write this down. Give you 5 seconds. Now let's compare the size. Why we are comparing? We are comparing because we need to know about how to identify the birds according to the size. The first one is crow, the black one, which is seen. It's grown up crow. It's a full size crow. Regularly you can see all the crows in the same size. Second one is pigeon. Pigeons are almost the same. It's a grown up pigeon, not small one. It's a grown up pigeon and all the size will come the same. Sparrows. Sparrows are also the same. Whenever you look at sparrow, pigeon, crow, if it is of the same category, if it is the same thing, like if crows are there, in all crows you can find in crows, the same crows you will find all over. Or there is one more crow which is very, very much black. Everything is covered with black, right? So it has a little difference with this crows. It makes a different noise. His voice is little bold than this crows. Pigeons, male, female, sizes are same. Sparrow, male, female, sizes are same. Please write this down. Compare the size with. When you talk about the size, all the sizes comes in same. Now let's look at the body parts of the bird. When you talk about bird, what all main things it has? We'll start from the head. It has a crown, it has a crest, it has supercilium, it has eye ring, it has eye ring, forehead, it has lobe, it has cere, it has chin, it has throat, lesser converts, median converts, it has breast, it's aula, primary coverts, flank, primaries, thigh, belly, vent, under tail coverts, tail, upper tail coverts, rump, secondaries, tertails, back, greater coverts, spatulars, scapulars, mantle, ear coverts, nape, eye strip, crest. Again we have come to the first one. So what all these things are? It is the small things which every bird has in the body. Upper tails. It has a tail which has a upper tail. It has a vent. Under tail coverts. I talk about under tail coverts. This is flapping and it's covered with one on each other. When you talk about one on each other, when the wings open, it's big. When it covers, so there are big and small. Secondary rump, tertails, back, greater coverts, scapulars, mantle, ear coverts, nap, eye strip, crest, crown. Even their head has crest, crown, supercilium, eye ring, forehead, lower, serrae, chin, throat, lesser coverts, median coverts, breast, aula, primary coverts, flank, primaries, thighs, claws, and beak. Now, these are the body parts of the bird. When you look into closely, you can see how much things it has in the body. Upper tail, lower tail, under tail. In tail itself, it has three things. It has tails. Just secondary is rumps, under tail. So it has many things. That's how God has created them. When you look on them, you can see the minute things in them. When it has been studied to find out, there are so many things in the bird which allows them to fly. That's why they are birds. Yes, these are the body parts. Please write this down. Give me 5 seconds. When you talk about habitat, what is habitat? Habitat is a place where these birds stay, where they depend on the entire food. They dwell in this place, then they go to nest. Right? The entire day it stays somewhere. This is called as habitat. Red-vented bulbul. You must have heard about bulbul. It makes a very good voice. It has a very good voice. It sings. When you talk about the birds chirping or birds making a voice, it's like very nice, very soothing voice. It whistles, right? So where does this actually stays? The red-vented bulbul stays in city and village, where they are usually found, where you can locate them. They are found in city and village. In the big cities, they dwell in the big cities. They are habited to it. Now, woolly-necked stork. When you talk about woolly-necked stork, where does it stays? Where does it dwells? It dwells in the wetlands, where there are water, a little water. It goes, stands in there, waits for fish to come so that it can have its food there. It's almost every time found in wetland itself. It never stays in the dry place. Now, ashy crowned finch lark. When you talk about ashy crowned finch lark, what is it? It's a bird which stays always in the grassland. Where there are grass, you can find small insects flying here and there. It stays in the grassland. Ashy crowned finch lark. And shikara. Shikara is one of the dangerous hunters, the fastest and the dangerous. Where does it dwells? It dwells in the forest. Usually it is in the forest. It comes to city as well, but the main dwelling is there. The main dwelling of the shikara is in forest itself, deep forest. From there it can see the small mice, the small rats, the small birds which is lesser to its size. It makes a kill and eats it. It's a dangerous hunter. Please write this down about habitat. Give you 5 seconds. When you speak about birds are useful to human beings, when you talk about birds are useful to human beings, how are they useful? When you talk about usefulness, so the birds acts as a pollinator. What is the pollination? Pollination means taking the pollen grains to the female stigma to get more growth of plants, of flowers. This is pollination. Like pollen grains are being carried out by it's eaten and it's carried to the female stigma. Right? This process is done by birds many times. They carry that pollen seeds and they add it to this stigma, then the process of the new flower in the plant starts. A seed disperser, when you talk about seed disperser, when the birds eat the fruits, what they do is they carry that seed and they take it somewhere in the soil and plant a new small fruit plant there. So it acts as a seed disperser. Unknowingly it does, but this process gets more fruit trees in many places where we don't expect, because this takes the seed, eats the food and throws it, and it becomes a process. So it is called as a seed disperser. As controller of insects and pests, these birds actually eat all the small insects. There are lots of insects in air. Some are not seen, but whatever is seen is eaten up by the birds. Usually from morning till evening what they do, they try to catch the insects and eat it. Many of the birds eat insects only. As a scavenger, what is scavenger? Scavenger is the birds which eat the dead animals. Yes, it takes away the dead animals. It eats the dead animals which is died, the carcass and other things which are there. The scavenger, this comes, scavenge and eats up all the dead animals. So this is how it's very much useful for the human being. Birds are useful. Please write this down. So when you talk about some common birds, commonly seen birds, it's black drongo. When you talk about black drongo, it is a common resident. When you talk about common resident, means it stays in the place in India. You can see everywhere common resident of India. When you talk about common resident, means it can be seen on all the places of India. It has black color. It's black in color with a distinctive forked tail. Distinctive. What is distinctive forked tail? Distinctive means one on its own, a special unique thing which everybody can identify. It's a forked tail. You can see the tail is called as forked tail. Distinctive means a special, unique, different from others. As a distinctive forked tail. Please write this down. Commonly seen birds. I'll give you 5 seconds. Now in commonly seen birds, it's Indian robin. When you talk about robin, they are male. The robin, Indian robin male, are glossy black with white shoulder patch. You can see the white shoulder patch. Yes, it's a male Indian robin. When you talk about robin, male glossy black with white shoulder patch. Females are smoky brown. Now you can see both are robin, but the female is smoky brown with grey underside. It has a grey thing under. In their belly side, it has grey underside. Feed mostly on insects. This is again a commonly found bird. So now you can see males are glossy black with white shoulder patch. Females are smoky brown with grey underside. Feed mostly on insects. Write this down. This is commonly found birds. Now, green bee eater. When you speak about green bee eater, they mostly eat what? They mostly eat honeybees, because its name itself gives an idea. Bee eater. They mostly eat honeybees, wasps, dragonflies and other insects. These are the types of insects. Honeybees, wasps, dragonflies and other insects. They live in small flocks and hunt together or solitary. Hunt together means working as a team, or solitary means alone, all alone, single. Interesting roosting behavior, interesting and roosting behavior. They sit closely with tight flocks in greeny leafy trees. They have roasting behavior. Means they are very much roosted. Interesting and roosted. They sit actually for hunting and all. They sit. They keep all their wings intact. You can see in the photograph how it sits. It sits in the green leafy trees so that nobody can see. Nobody can hunt it, or when she wants to hunt, nobody can locate it. That she is sitting there. So it has the feature where it has a roosting behavior, interesting and roosting behavior. They sit closely with the tight flocks in the greeny leafy trees, in the green leafy trees, right? In the photograph itself we can see how it has a roosting behavior, how stills, how tight she sits, right? Now write this down so that we can go ahead and look more. Now, this is commonly seen birds. Purple sunbird, usually seen in pairs. Nectar feeding birds. They steal the nectar and they feed themselves. What is nectar? Nectar is a formation of honey. Nectar. Found in open forest, scrub, town and cities. Widespread resident. Yes, they are found in widespread residents also. So, purple sunbird. You see purple, the color is purple. Male is seen on the top and the female is down. Right? You can identify both the beaks are same. That color is dark in color, purple dark, and here it's two colors in the female, right? This is called as purple sunbird. Please write this down. Now you can see cattle egret, a pure white bird with a stout yellow bill and greenish or blackish legs, mostly seen in small flocks in open areas. Where are they found? They are seen in the small flocks. The bird usually move in flocks, right? They are seen in the open areas, mostly found near the cattle. What is cattle? There's lots of cows. Yeah, they are called as cattle. They pick up the insect disturbed by them, right? The cattle moves and the insect moves with the cattle. What does this cattle egret do? It goes and fetches that and eats up the insects which actually disturbs the cattle. Nests and roosts are in large colonies on trees. Nest and roost. The nest and the roost. In large colonies on trees. Where do they dwell? They dwell in the nest and they dwell in the large colonies of the trees. They are found in where? Wetlands, marshes, grasslands and parks. Where there are more insects, they are found. Where there are wet fields, marshes, they are found. Because they feed on insects. Right? So, write this down so that we can go to the next page of it. Commonly found birds. This is also the same title. Commonly found birds. Asian quail. Have you heard about quail? A cuckoo species with bright red eyes and hooked beak. You can see the photograph. From that you can see the hooked beak. Males are glossy black, while females are dark brownish with heavy spotting and barring. Males are glossy black. See, the top one is male. I have written there male or glossy black, while females are dark. You can see the female one is down. Females are dark brownish with heavy spotting and barring. Male sings a song. The cuckoo bird always sings a song. The quail always sings a song. Open country, towns, forest, widespread residence. It dwells where? It dwells in open country, towns, forest, widespread residence. If it's a resident colony or anything, it doesn't matter. It stays there. It dwells in their place also. Widespread residence. There is lots of colony and they have trees. They actually dwell there also. In open country, anywhere. In towns, in forest, widespread residence, anywhere. Open country, towns, forest, widespread residence. Widespread resident. Resident means where the people stay, residence. Where we all stay, this is our residence. So now, widespread resident, it's a widespread resident. Right? So you know about the Asian quail now. Male and female, you can identify now. Have you seen the pic? Look at properly. The black one is the male and the dark brownish with heavy spotting and bearing is female. Who sings a song? In the quail, when we say you sing like a quail, your voice is very nice. The male sings. Right? Write this down. You can see again commonly seen birds. It is common myna. See the pig. As soon as you will see the pig, you will come to know what is myna. You must have seen it. Yeah? In the morning, evening, everywhere you can see. Myna is brown body, black head, bold and aggressive noise. It makes noise. Bold and aggressive, noisy, usually in pairs. Yes, always you can see them in pairs. Nests in abandoned tree holes or buildings. Where does it stays? In abandoned. Abandoned means somebody has made a house in trees. A bird which has made his nest in the tree hole, if it is left, means abandoned. That as the birds have gone, nobody stays there. It finds out which tree is vacant, who has abandoned the tree holes, then it goes and occupies it. Or buildings. You can see in the buildings there are parapets, there are some gaps in which it takes the grass and all and makes its nest and stays there. Found around human habitation. Wherever human dwells, they stay there. In an open country also it stays in farmlands and in cities. Usually it is found in which place? It's found around human habitation, open country, farmlands and cities as well. So now you know about myna. Male and female both look the same. Please write this down. You can see pigeon, green beecatcher and a kingfisher bird. Right? So very much thankful for you that you have paid attention and noted down the entire thing. Now let's go and look at the exercise to do. The exercise you have to do, just I will tell you what are the birds. Yes, you need to mark it, make it in the notebook. Right? So now let's go to the exercise now. Now we have an exercise to do. What is the exercise now? You have to identify the feathered friends. Now, first one is owl, second one is crocodile, third one is dog, fourth one is elephant. The top, what you can see here. Now in this, what is the bird? In the first section, what all we have seen? Owl, crocodile, dog, elephant. In this, have you seen any bird? Yes, it is owl. Owl is the bird. This is eagle, mouse. You can see a panda and a horse. Now, what is the bird here? Which is the bird? Which is the feathered friend here? Eagle. Right? Now you have got it. Mark this too and write this down. Write it down. And happy learning. You have learned about birds.